So I have a good bet that a lot of people in your office, they're going to be talking about Game of Thrones this morning. Is that fair to say? I would say it is. But what if you don't watch the show? The Washington Post, they wrote about how non-fans are coping now that the season's in full swing. What do you do when you haven't seen the most popular TV show or movie? Do you fake it?
You cannot fake it with that show.
No,
okay, or do you opt for the smile and nod?
Smile and nod.
I'm the smile and nod.
Or do you admit you just have no idea what they're talking about?
Yes.
All of the above.
So which one? What kind of a person? If you're in the office, they're talking about some show you've never seen, or you're like, oh yeah, that was good. I like that scene a lot. Or do you?
So you can't get away with it in the news business, because then they'll just question you about, like, well, what did you think of when that happened? You know what I mean? So yeah.
What an embarrassing thing to lie about. You know, you just be like, I'm sorry, dude, I didn't see it.
Plus, Game of Thrones, I watched like the first 3 seasons. I just couldn't keep. I mean, I could keep up at the time, but I feel like I'd have to do way too much to catch up now, right?
Like, yeah, and the dragons, yeah.
And they were,
Winter's coming. That's all I know. Winter's coming. That's all.
I just admit I haven't watched it like you. I haven't watched it since season 2.
But I wouldn't say I'm not a non-fan.
Right.
No, I just haven't watched it yet.
But not just talking about Game of Thrones, but have there ever been anything that you kind of said?
Who just saw La La Land?
I didn't just see La La.
I thought you said...
No. You said that we were talking earlier, and it was like, okay, so a lot of people would fake it with La La Land, and they would say, oh yeah, the dancing was amazing.
You just saw it.
No, I said that I wouldn't fake it. I would just go see the movie so I can agree. Like I would just go see the movie so I didn't have to lie to them. But there have been things in the past where I've said, oh yeah, that was great, and
so you could move on.
Yeah, just to get it over with.
Yeah.
Just to get it over with and move on.
I understand.
Like we should move on from this
let's
topic.
go. Yeah. It's getting uncomfortable in here.
You said you just saw La La Land.
Hey, who here went to the beach this weekend? Raise your hand. Anybody?
I wish.
Beach? I worked, but yeah, you did. Yeah. So, have you noticed this phenomenon that's happening? You've probably heard of man spreading, where there were stories that we did where men.
I literally closed my legs the second you said that.
As soon as I said it, you closed them.
Yeah.
Like on the subway, where I shouldn't just be men, where people just sort of spread out. Well, now I guess this is spread to the beaches, and they're calling it the phenomenon beach spreading, where people are literally like packing up their homes and going to the beach and setting up tents like this and umbrellas and doing multiple blankets, even though they may only be 3 people. They're setting up, 5 or 6 blankets just so that they have some space. That is beach spreading, and some towns in New Jersey are saying you need to stop.
Yeah.
You're welcome to our beaches, but.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Like
I don't mind that, but it was like the camper.
So when they say no beach spreading, but they say no beach spreading, so what can you do? Are they limiting you? You must have a
towel.
Tent. A lot of people don't know.
Remember a towel, maybe a cooler.
So it's
I mean, like back in the day.
Maybe a radio.
Now you're dating yourself. Now you have the boombox.
The towns mentioned in this Post article: Belmar, New Jersey, Avon by the Sea, Long Beach, Seaside Heights already have these rules in place. And the mayor of Belmar says the tents take up a lot of space on a very crowded beach. Some of them have sides that prohibit the lifeguards from being able to see the swimmers. That would be a problem. Yeah. So this would prohibit tents that are more than 3 feet high and 3 feet wide. Do you need something bigger than that?
If you're going to stay in your tent, why don't you just stay at home? It doesn't.
But I have an issue when you're on vacation and you're in a hotel and the pool and someone takes up all the the chairs.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm like, oh come on.
Oh wait.
Where they go
this
down
is worse.
7 and they drop one magazine.
Yes. And then they show up at 3 in the afternoon.
I'll be honest with you. You all know a little bit too much about that for somebody who never did it.
I have young children.
I'm just saying. All right, Lara, that was good. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I love